Here I am, going on an attempt to hike as far as I can based on time out to Great Point. Probably won't make it to Great Point, but I'm currently hiking through the oversand roads here on Nantucket past Wauwinet, and it's raining, so I got a jacket and it's windy, but hopefully this will be worth it. I'm thinking I got my binoculars, maybe I'll get my eyes on some seals or some birds, but just another thing to do rather than sit on a beach or sit at a bar. I figure I'd get my legs moving today. So here we go. It's windy. These houses, they need almost need four-wheel drive to get to. Okay, the rain has picked up and I've just reached the Refuge entrance into the gate. It's open. So the sand is a little loose, not bad though. I've seen a few people, they are all going the opposite way that I'm going. Not sure what to make of that. But it's nice and windy, so I'm seeing a lot. See if I get this on camera when it opens up. But a lot of the gulls are kind of just soaring and gliding over the dunes when the wind comes up, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of a cool pine tree. New shoots. Somebody else has walked here. A little difficult to walk in loose sand. Just noticed this pile of bones off the side here. I'm not sure what kind of animal that's from, but my guess is it's something with bones in it. I decided to go off trail a little bit to find that pile of bones, and I discovered it's a bit of a game trail here. Definitely deer out on the point. I've read about it and never seen one. I'm eventually going to make my way over to that side of the peninsula. I think that the road eventually bends that way anyway, but let's see. Here's one of those gulls. Windy, all right. It's pretty windy once I get up into this middle ground, but you can see the gull disappeared. But the gulls are riding the updraft over this dune. There we go. Here come a whole bunch. see if I can wet my shoes a little bit walking through the wet vegetation and keep a closer look at these guys. All right here I'm talking about how these birds are approaching me but kind of veer around me. The original audio in this clip is really windy and you can barely hear me, so I'm just going to kind of talk you through this. The wind was ripping from the south. I peeled out over off the trail onto this dune and just wanted to kind of see the shoreline and the beach. Eventually, later on in the video, I take the original trail and end up on the beach anyway, just further down. You never know what's going to wash up over the dunes with high seas or big swells. And the dune is probably about 40 feet from this. My guess is that this junk netting, pile of junk rather, got washed up during a storm, ripped, and thrown on land. Blackback, and that's another blackback. Cruising along the dune. Another group of them. Okay, we're at a fork in the road. This is where the trail splits and heads to the beach. Looks like the sign over here says inside trail. I'm going to go on this trail to take a look at the beach and probably get my hat blown off 3 times. I discovered that it's easier to walk in the middle than in the tire ruts. I would think it's the opposite because they'd be compacting the sand, but in fact I think they're loosening it, and this stuff just stays right in the middle. Show someone in their Jeep. Yet, mainly just gulls and cormorants. While it's not raining, this is quite peaceful. This is a nice hard pack to walk on down near the waterline. He's backing up. Stuck. He's already stuck. Alright. See if I can help him. Noisy group of birds. They were indeed stuck. They were in 2-wheel drive, so I had to show them how to shift it to 4-low because they dug themselves a pretty good rut. So now they're happily on their way, very appreciative. I didn't know I was going to play rescue out here, but probably saved them a big headache. He was also trying to deflate his tires low because, I mean, everybody knows that you're supposed to do that, but he was around 10 psi, which is probably all right, but without beadlock rims, you're looking at in the danger zone, pushing it lower than 10, and then he'll be in a whole world of problems. So I told him to stop doing that. And again, I showed him how to restrict it to 4-wheel drive. So I'm sure this kind of stuff happens all the time out here. I was also trying to be nice to them because I might need to ride back if it gets really nasty out here. Pops his head up again. I lost track of him. He can't hold his breath for longer than I have patience, I think. Oh, there he is. Little gray seal. Pretty cool. We have an unfortunate demise of a duck. I don't know what that is. Looks like an eider, maybe. I was noticing that some idiots threw a beer can, so I was, you know, help clean it up. There's another dead bird here. Kind of very similar, just a bit smaller. This is what happens when you go to a natural refuge. A lot of birds will die of natural causes, and they just lay down, never get back up. So this is the pond. It's sandwiched in between the edges of the ocean here, the harbor and the Atlantic. It is, I don't know, I'm imagining that it's probably brackish. It's not very deep, or at least it doesn't appear to be. There's some things sticking out the water. Risk of poisoning myself. It's really soppy. Let's see, just curious. It's a salt pond. Great. Alright. They're coming to check me out. Those aren't cormorants. I think those are shearwaters. So this is kind of unique. It's the first time I've seen this. There's a clay deposit here. I just broke some off. It's kind of neat. Looks like it obviously erodes slower than the sand. This is not wood. This is like some kind of another type of clay, I guess. Natural forest. It's pretty deep. I don't know if you can tell, but the hair on this guy. I don't think he likes me being over here. I'll catch some fish, don't worry about me. Turning back, looking at the radar, there's a pretty good chance I'm going to get soaking wet, and there's no way I'm reaching the point today based on our timetable and events planned. So we'll see what I can find on my way back. There's still a bunch of gulls just gliding super fast, turns, diving into the water, seals popping their heads in and out. So this has been fun. Might change my story again, depending on how much rain I get into, but it's fun. There's a little duck out there. Exactly sure what kind. I think it's still being for webs. Possibly an eider, maybe. So a few dead ones. And the rain's picking up. And it's kind of hitting me in the side of the face, so I'm gonna duck in behind these dunes. Hopefully avoid some of that. conclude it. I'm on the final stretch here, walking back the houses and back out to the Wauwinet. Talked to a couple nice people on the way back, including a ranger who told me I can absolutely duck into the guard shack while I wait for my ride to get out of the rain. No big deal, it's not even raining that hard. It's just kind of wind-blown rain right now. But it was fun. I saw a bunch of birds, got some steps in, saw a few inquisitive seals. I got one of them on video. I don't know how good that's going to look, but I mean, he was probably about 20 feet away from me, so that was cool. And helped rescue a young couple in a Jeep that didn't know how to put it into four-wheel drive. So it's pretty cool. Oh, I guess I tasted some salt water, picked up some trash, and saw some dead animals. Cool.